Almost forgot. Yes, you can. Okay, who you will marry, this nature and characteristics. Hi. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius girl. I love Sagittarius. They're fun. Okay, let's see. Um, 2, 3. All right, so let's see what you got. Ooh, Sagittarius, girl, you got Temperance. Oh, that's strong. This is kind of like the opposite, like in the bottom card, but it's like the opposite of you. Okay, so let's see. This nature and characteristics. Let's see. We have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. For this, it's like a marriage card. So this person likes to socialize, likes to be favorable, likes to favor people. Three of Cups. He just likes difference. So the next we have the Six of Wands. So we go from 3 to 6. Six of Wands is someone who's very show off and very presentable. He's also very successful. That's what I'm hearing. And then we have the Nine of Hazards. So 3, 6, 9. That is something. So we have Cups, we have Wands, and then we have the Nine of Hazards. Nine of Hazards is a pentacle suit, so I do feel like he's very successful financially. There might be like what I'm hearing is there might be like some process of like once he meets you, there's kind of like this. I think this is like the start of the relationship, something that you'll see in a relationship once you're with this person. Basically, he'll favor you, he'll admire you. He's very festive. I don't know if it's a he or she, but this person is very festive. And then you kind of like bring his energy outwardly, and he's very impressive. He likes to be impressed. At the end, we do see that he's very materialistically successful. Yeah. I don't really know. I don't really have much to say, but characteristic wise, he likes group environments. He likes to celebrate a lot. He likes to be very show off, and he has good luck, is what I'm hearing. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles, which symbolize independence. Like he doesn't mind being independent. But then again, we do have the Temperance card as the bottom card, so he might struggle with having fun and being outgoing and being kind of like the opposite of you. So that's basically what I'm hearing for characteristics or traits. That is his nature, and I think that's all that I'm getting. But it's quite interesting that the Temperance came out. All right. Faith 30. How can you know what Yaman, hopefully I'm saying it right, feels for you? Let's see. Let's get into that. Hi, Jane. Almost forgot to turn this down. Okay. Welcome. Okay. How can you know what Yaman feels for you? Okay, let's look into it. Got 1, 2, hi. 3. All right. We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords means truth. It means cutting off. It means it can also mean communication, but direct communication. So sometimes it's a little bit, it goes both ways. It could be painful and it could be clear. We do have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, she's very outspoken, very truthful. She does not tell any lies. She doesn't feel like a need to tell any lies. And I feel like this is more you. I feel like you need to be more open, more communicative. But let's see what else. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, Three of Swords can represent pain. It can represent sorrow. It can actually represent like a reality that's like being that's being presented to you. I feel for you the way that you can know what this person feels for you is by being clear and upfront with how you feel um, with the connection. The Ace of Swords is a communication, and I do feel like there is going to be some painful communication. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's communication that needs to happen, needs to be upfront. I don't feel like it's a lot of emotion. It's more direct and critical with the sword because you have all swords. But let's see what's at the bottom card. Ooh, we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups as the bottom card can represent ignoring your emotions, ignoring people. Yeah, it's just as the bottom card, it's like a negative. It's like you're avoiding this issue, or you're avoiding this communication with this person, or these kind of feelings. So it makes sense that a water suit came up for you. In all honesty, just ask. It might be a painful communication, but at least it'll clear it'll clear this underlying issue that's going on. But that's it, babe. Right, you blocked him. It hurt you a lot. Yeah. I mean, if you really don't want to talk to him, don't. Because that does look painful. But hopefully this helped. Who's next? Jane. Does an Ace really love you and in his future as a wife seriously or not? The Capricorn. Okay. All right. So the way that I'm going to do this is. No, I think I could manage. All right. So let's see. Current feelings and thoughts about you. And we'll see if so I actually I'm actually not really good with time period questions or time-based questions. I could try, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time. All right, Jane. One, two, three. Okay. Well, we get the Four of hazards as a bottom card. I'll go into detail with this. All right, we have the Knight of Swords, someone who's very impulsive, who's likes to get their way. They might be quick to anger, is also what I'm hearing. We have the Five of Wands. Sorry, Five of Wands can represent someone who likes to fight over things, and it makes sense with the Knight. They like to fight over. I'm hearing small issues, and the energy just ends up being a little bit it does become destructive. And then we have the Empress. The Empress is actually a really nice card. The Empress can show a nurturing side to this person that could represent a growth, a massive improvement. I do kind of feel like with these two energies, it's like the Empress, I want to feel like this is you and then this is them. And I feel like you kind of put a stop to their destructive behavior, their impulse to just go into a situation and almost ending up damaged in a sense. And the Empress kind of wants to say put a stop to that. Um, as far as like if this person loves you, I do feel like it is like a nurturing love with the Empress too, because the Empress is a major arcana. But let's see. Ooh, got the Lovers. Awesome card to get. Um, the Lovers, yeah, there is some definite love, and I do feel like there is really a really good potential for you guys to stay in it for the long haul. But I do want to say the Lovers is a Gemini card, and Geminis do tend to base their connections with either they'll stay because they want the relationship to grow, or they'll leave because they have their own interests, but they will still love you. Um, for your bottom card, we have the Four of Hazards. Four of Hazards can represent, it could go both ways. It could represent having to hold on to you, hold on to the connection, hold on to hold on to, if I pause, I'm channeling to hold on to the connection and trying to make it last. I feel like that might be an issue, but as far as love is concerned, this person does love you. Um, but we do have, for as a wife, we do have the Knight of Cups, and this person might be just interested in like a casual dating, nothing too severe, or like, yeah, it's more casual dating with the Knight of Cups. Of course, this person has the possibility to actually ask you out for marriage. That's person's free will, but I just want to let you know that it's more casual dating, to be honest. Love the zombie tarot. Yeah. It's been a while since I've used this. This is technically my first tarot deck that I ever got. Not this one, but something similar. Welcome, Jim. All right, Asta. Hello, Sono. I think emotionally, he's very emotional. When it comes to the relationship, Jane, he's more doing it from his from the relationship in general. It's more casual, to be honest. All right. So I will get to you. Let me go to Asta. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Asa, I can't really give you like a timeline because, I mean, there's not really much to go with here. I will tell you this though. We do have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands can represent a journey. It can represent someone who is willing to take an adventure with you and start an adventure. And maybe even with the Page of Wands, I'm hearing possibly have a baby with you. I'm also seeing that because we do have the Emperor and the Empress, and I'm guessing that this is you and your potential husband to be. Um, and I'm saying that you guys might have a children, might have a child, or maybe even three. I don't know. That's up to you guys. But I'm seeing that both of these cards have a child, and they're protecting a child. So I don't know if this will resonate or not, but I do feel like he's going to be your emperor to your empress, or your empress to your emperor. Um, it's kind of like this dual nature that you guys have. Um, but yeah, I can't really tell you like when specifically you'll get married. I just know that you have someone who's going to be a father figure, or they might have the potential to be nurturing. It could be either you or him, or you and him. But you guys have this duality within you. I'm also seeing it as the bottom card as the Hangman, and the bottom card as the Hangman can represent someone who likes to sacrifice themselves um, to it's like sacrificing themselves every chance they get to make the relationship work is what I'm getting for you, Asta. So you'll see this person has this kind of this. I'm hearing like this. What's that word? You get what I mean. Like they'll do anything for the relationship, and it's a little bit too much, but it's still a good thing to get, Asta. But that's what I'm getting, and I hope this helps. All right, Sono, will your Taurus friend Sarab M contact you? No communication. We'll do a yes, no, possible outcome. Uh, yes, no, possible outcome. All right. Ooh, Queen of Swords. All right, so we have for the yes, we have the star. The star can represent healing. It can represent achievement. It can represent exposing their true nature. And then for no, we have the Two of Hazards. Two of Hazards can represent someone who's trying to juggle, control, and is just trying their best to make a situation work for both people, but primarily themselves. And then we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can represent someone who's willing to express um, their their emotions, their feelings. I kind of feel like this person will try to communicate with you, although there is no contact right now. I do feel like eventually it will. Of course, this person has free will, so they might decide to not. But from what I see, I do feel like they will try to express their emotions, and they will try to um, make light of the relationship. Um, the only issue that I see is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, as the bottom card, can represent someone who is very direct, who lacks the emotion, but they're very critical, and they're very strategic. So I want you to be aware of this energy. If it's in a relationship or if it's within you, be careful of this energy, because that can be a really bad um, bad energy to include into the communication. But that's basically what I see. So I really hope this helps and resonates. Ooh, he lacks emotions. Well, I mean, I do see with the star card that there will be some some start to an emotion. And it isn't going to be like anything big, but it is going to be a start. All right, let's see. Who's next? You want to read meditation is kind of everything God is one. What crystal is best? Ooh. So, I mean, I would like to tell you about the crystals, but I don't really know that much about crystals. I have some, but I don't work with them a lot. I mean, hematite comes to mind. Meditation. I mean, let's see what would be the outcome if you get blue tiger's eye. How will that crystal work for you? Ooh. Oh my gosh. All right, meditation is kind of everything. God is one. All right, so you have, as the first card, we have strength. Strength can represent like inner growth. It can represent inner. I'm hearing inner intelligence and mental preparedness for you if you wear the blue tiger's eye. I do feel like the Two of Wands is going to show you like. For some reason, I feel like this Two of Wands is kind of like if any negative energy comes up to you, I feel like the blue tiger's eye is gonna ward it off and sort of like scare people away. It's not like the Seven of Wands, but it's gonna push people away that don't align with you. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, this does feel like somewhat of a negative thing. I feel like you might be a little bit too restricted or grounded because of it. But overall, I do feel like even if you decide to wear this crystal, I do feel like you'll get some inner strength and some warding too, especially with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords kind of just emphasize that it's gonna hold that energy together. For the bottom card, we do have the Sun, and the Sun as a bottom card. Like, although the bottom card is the negative aspect, I feel like you'll actually embrace this positivity. I do feel like it'll take a while for it to enrich your life, but it is gonna come, and you will feel the most joyful when it comes to the crystal that you are wearing, which is Blue Tiger's Eye. But that is basically what I feel. Good stone. Good stone. But that is it. Let's see, who's next? Peach Love. Will your ex toxic friend come and find you again and start you in the new workplace? All right, so right off the bat, just want to say they have their free will to do whatever they please. I'm just gonna basically look at the outcome. So I'm gonna do a yes, no, and possible outcome. See if they will. Your ex friend will try to find you again and serve you in the workplace. All right. Okay. It's we have the nine of hazards. Nine of hazards can represent someone where you're feeling. It's kind of like it's a pentacle, so it relates to work. I'm gonna go into detail right after that. Excuse me. All right. So for yes, we have the page of hazards. Page of hazards can represent avoiding a bigger issue. Um, page of hazards can represent someone who's a spy who really knows how to avoid danger or avoid anything that's been thrown at them. For no, we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords can represent someone who's very um, in the know for your friend. I feel like they feel like they might not go anywhere, or they might be attached to something else that might restrict them. But let's see at the possible outcome. So we do have the Ace of Wands pointing to a no, and that is actually a really good thing in your case for that toxic. I feel like they might be restricted in some way that doesn't let them come back into your workplace or disturb you in general. Of course, they are the Page of Swords, so they do have the ability to pop in once or check in and out. But I feel like for the most part, I feel like it's a no. But that's what I'm getting. And then we have the Nine of Hazards. Nine of Hazards can represent somewhere where you enjoy, somewhere where you feel more comfortable in. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them like in a somewhere where you're shopping, but other than that, I feel like it's a no. Okay. Who's next? Miss Sunflower X. Welcome, Peach Love. All right. Are you heading in the right direction of your career, Miss Sunflower? All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, star card. Okay. Which means networking came up into my mind, but we'll see. So we have the Empress. The Empress can represent a nurturing environment. It can represent somewhere where you feel you can be more. It's basically more a feminine place. She does have her hand up, so I feel like for the next two cards might be an indicator that there's some things that you need to stop. We do have the Ace of Wands, and we do have the Two of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands is like creativity, and I'm hearing investments. And then we do have with Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can represent I'm hearing codependency on the material. Like you exchange one thing for another. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like the Empress is telling me like stop substituting. I'm just gonna say this. Stop substituting one job or one thing that comes into your career for the other. um, I feel like you have like this major we do have the Empress, and the Empress does represent some major abundance. Um, so you yourself, you're naturally abundant, and you can naturally be abundant. But I feel like something that's stopping that kind of flow, or that needs to stop, is this substitution. I don't know what this substitution is, but there's something going on where someone's not getting. Um, it might be like not getting a raise, or um, or not being able to express yourself when it comes to your career. We also do have the star as the bottom card. Star again represents feeling hopeful, feeling optimistic, feeling like the future is bright. And for you, I feel like this might be a little bit more of an issue. It's still optimistic. It's still a good card to get as a bottom card, but I feel like you need to find somehow to bring hope into your career. Um, be hopeful of your future when it comes to your career field, and find new ways to introduce things instead of um, trying to substitute the old. But with Sunflower X, I think that's all that I'm getting. I feel like you are in the right direction, or you basically, yeah, you are in the right direction. But yeah, I think you just need to be hopeful and find new inspirations, and try not to substitute things too much. That's basically it. Magical knowledge. I think you're next. Let me see. Yes, you are next. Welcome. Magical knowledge. What does S think of you? Welcome, meditation. And thank you for the like and subscribe. Sorry, I'm really trying to catch up and do the readings. All right, so magical knowledge. What does S think of you? Okay, 3 cards. Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles as the bottom card. All right. We have Judgment. Judgment can represent someone who um, who can leave a devastating blow. I don't feel like I don't know if it's a negative or positive. We'll see. But it's someone who's very critical, um, who's very who likes to recreate themselves, is what I'm hearing. So what does S think about you? We have the cherry. Cherry represents someone who's very motivated, who's someone who's very I'm hearing Cancer energy. Cancer energy can be someone who's very protective um, of their loved ones, and can be very snippy because they're a crab, especially since they have guns. And then we have the Lovers. You have 3 major arcana. That's very strong energy. So this person definitely has the way that this person thinks about you is very strongly. Judgment, Cancer, and the Lovers. I do feel like it's a positive combo. It can have like I'm hearing emotional swings. This person might think that you have emotional swings, and you do have the ability to change the reality in some way, or some way dealing with their emotions. But I feel like the connection is rather a really powerful. I'm hearing blissful for some reason, and very exciting. So what I want to say, there's some communication issues, but it's nothing too bad. As for the bottom card, we do have this King of Pentacles, and I feel like this person feels like when it comes to them, they might feel a little bit too grounded, a little bit too channeling. I'm hearing a little bit too grown up for you, or they might worry about the financial responsibility. That's what I'm hearing. You got, but yeah, I think that's it. Magical knowledge, a meditation. I try to answer the chats. I really try, but yeah, that's for your reading, Crystal was really good. I really feel like you should definitely give it a shot. But let's see who's next. All right, Sanya. Hopefully I'm saying it right, Sanya. All right, NC, I will get to you once I finish with Sanya. You're in long distance relationship. Not going good. You want to know what your boyfriend, Deshaun Hodge, loves you or not? Or is the third party? Ooh. Let's see. Sanya, is this person with you or not? Do yes, no, possibility. Yes. No. Possibility. All right. So 3 cards. Yes. No. Possibility. Yes. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, someone who's very. Queen of Swords has been popping a lot. I don't know. Queen of Swords is someone who's very strict, who says what they need to say. When it comes to love, this person might have a hard time grasping what love means to them, because they're very critical and they like to think about themselves mostly. They do have ability to feel for others, but it's not like the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles. It's more rational. Like, how do you serve me? When it comes to my love life. For no, we have the Hermit, and the Hermit can represent major arcana. It's also a big thing. Hermit can represent someone who's reserved, who doesn't mind being alone, who's trying to be with themselves spiritually, and they're blocking any offers too. For outcome, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and that is such a complicated reading. Ace of Pentacles can represent a new birth, a new foundation, some new opportunity that's coming up. I want to say this person. I really want to say that this person wants to be a yes, but they do have. I really want to say they do have their own agenda, because we do have an Earth sign, and another Earth sign, with Ace of Pentacles representing Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and then the Hermit card is a Virgo card. So the idea is yes, but that is just complicated. feel like the idea is yes. Yeah, this is a very tense reading. We do have the hangman, and the hangman is someone who sacrifices themselves. Um, Let me pull one more card for you, Sonia. Is he trustworthy? We have the Three of Pentacles, and considering what you guys are going through, um, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Sonia, for the cheating, I can't really tell you that. It's a third party reading. But the Three of Pentacles might be that he he is kind of dependable. Um, I mean, he can be dependable, but as far as the third party, is he cheating on you? I don't really know. We do have the Fool and the Moon, and I think for you, the major theme is to trust your own intuition. The Moon can represent someone who it can represent lies, deceits, or some type of something that you might think is going on might not be going on. But then again, it can also go on. It's basically you learning through your own experience. I don't feel like it's up to me to tell you what's going on in the relationship. I think that's for you to figure out with the Fool card and the Moon. No, honestly, I think that's all that I'm gonna say because I can't really get any further than that. All right. Let's see who's next. NC. I remember. NC. What's the outcome of your Sagittarius and you? Welcome, Sunny. I hope things get better. I really do. NC. What is the outcome of you? Sagittarius. One, two, three. Okay. So we have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and then the Eight of Wands. So we have Aries, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, and then we have fire energy. All right, so the outcome when it comes to the connection that you guys have, I feel like it's going to make you more stronger. It's going to make you more. Um, it's gonna put you in a position of responsibility of um, outgrowing outgrowing some childish behaviors. I do feel like with the Knight of Swords can represent someone who's very impulsive, who likes to take action, who does things that are being told. But I feel like you're going to basically, this is coming from your perspective. I feel like you're basically gonna learn how to put this Knight of Swords in the back hall and learn how to um, use be more responsible when it comes to the relationship. I do feel like the Eight of Wands can represent someone who's very fast, who's very passionate, who likes to catch your interest, um, especially with the Knight of Wands. With the Knight of Wands, um, I'm a channel just for a bit to see what wants to come out. All right, I feel like for you, the relationship is just going to be a journey of. I know this is cliche, but something that came up. It's self discovery. I feel like right now, um, this is like super fast energy, and I feel like you're gonna automatically like just slow down. Like you're gonna do things on your own pace, and you're going to basically be more. You're gonna be more demanding and put. You're gonna put up some boundaries when it comes to the outcome of the relationship, because this is like way too fast. And I feel for you as the bottom card, you do have the Nine of Wands, which is also another fire energy. It's gonna be too much to handle at times, and I feel like you're gonna get tired when it comes to the relationship. Either you or in general, it's gonna be some tired energy. Like I feel like you're just at some point you're gonna go with the flow. You're gonna do what this person asked, but the outcome of it, it's a really powerful energy. Um, you're gonna be really strict, and you're gonna learn how to put some boundaries in this relationship. But that's basically what I'm getting and seeing. Um, Pretty good card. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's just gonna be a lot going on in the relationship. The outcome is good. Um, is anyone else? All right, I think it's Bailey who's next. Hopefully. All right. Bailey, will your honey reach out tomorrow? Yes. No. Fall back home. Yes. No. Fall back home. All right. So they have their free will to do what they please. I'm just going to basically look at the possible outcome. So we have yes, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is having a lot on their plate. If they do communicate, they might do it. Either they might communicate too much, or there's something going on in their plate. For no, we have the Six of Hazards. Six of Hazards can represent someone who is using. Okay, in this deck, it's someone who's using you, or they might slow the process down of using you. And then we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups can represent someone who's ignoring or I'm also seeing like they have a lot in their mind, especially with that Ten of Wands, and they don't really want to say it. Um, and I feel like with this is it's kind of like these two are having kind of like a struggle communicating. I want to say it's better for you to take the initiative to communicate and ask what's going on with them, um, because I do feel like it's going to be a while before they even try to communicate with you. Um, Bailey. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which means movement going up and down. A Wheel of Fortune can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. Um, it can represent the ups and downs of life, and um, I really feel like I really feel like you should take the initiative, Haley. But that's basically what I'm getting. There's way too many cards. All right, so let's see who's next. Um, Guys, if I forgot your reading, please comment down below um, the question. But I'm gonna go with Amelia. Yep. All right, Amelia. What's some? Hopefully, I'm saying this just right. Sama needs to be. I will get to you, Lucky. Just give me a second. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Amelia, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who does things that their heart desires, something that they are passionate about um, without the concern of anyone else. Um, they're very impulsive and action oriented. Um, Give me just 1 second. I'll get this ready. All right, and then for your next card for this, what this person um, thinks of you, we do have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is him, and then this is you. Ace of Cups can represent someone who's very emotional, who doesn't mind expressing their emotion, which is a really good thing. They do kind of admire that with these two cards because we do have fire and water. So it emphasizes that it emphasizes that desire for emotional. I'm hearing emotional craving, and then we have the world as the third card. The world can represent even when with this depiction, even when the world is ending, I feel like the connection is strong, which is a major arcana. Awesome thing to read for. But basically, I do feel like what they think about you. I'm trying to channel. they admire the emotions that you give with the connection. They admire, they can express themselves freely with you. I do feel with the world card that you are, in some way, you are a major part of their life. Um, and they are kind of grateful for that. But we do have the Tower card as the bottom card, which the Tower can represent some sudden destruction or some sudden change. And I feel like there's this resistance to change something within the relationship in general. Um, but it's pretty positive. This is what I'm getting. Um, Amelia, I think that's it that I'm seeing. But it's good. It's good. Um, so I think I will move on to the next one. Lucky. Hopefully, I'm saying this last thing right. Ready? Lucky. Ready? All right. So let's see. Will you be married to your partner in November 2020? Yeah, just leave your question down below and I will get to you. So let's see. Hi, Elsa. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this person has free will. They can choose not to or to do so. But I will just basically look at the possible outcome. Future is subject to change, so just want to let you know. Yes, no possible outcome. Okay. Ooh. So for yes, we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands can represent someone who's very, who's independent, who they admire. They're there's like a strong interest in getting to know a person. That's for the yes. For no, we have Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, this is spider energy, so this is very quick energy too. Nine of Wands can represent someone um, who gets tired easily, who doesn't want to do things just because they might put up a fight. I feel like with the no, they might put up a fight, um, either against it or for it, but we'll see. And we do have the Chariot. And I really want to say that the Chariot is going to be a no, because the Chariot is facing the no card and the road ahead is a no. That's some. It's. I really want to say it's a no. And I also want to tell you about the bottom card. So the bottom card is the devil, and the devil can represent some kind of toxicity or like being constricted or restrained in some way. So as far as Lucky, will you be married to your partner in November 2020? I really want to say it's a no. I don't know if it's going to be, if you're still going to get married or not, but I just know that in November you're not going to get married from what I see. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I just want to let you know. Let's see. You're a Taurus, so you know it's going to work with him. Awesome. All right, let's see. Who's next? Who's next? What is... Okay, I'm going to try to say this right. Arkham Shrafa, current feelings for you. Current feelings for you. What is current feelings for you? Okay. Ooh. Bottom card, we have the King of Cups. I'll go into detail. But for right now, current feelings for you. We have a seven of hazards. Seven hazards. I'm going to describe it in one word. It represents patience. Ace of Swords can represent some truth, and we have the Two of Hazards. Two of Hazards can represent Two of Hazards represents mutability. Current feelings for you. I want to say this person is waiting on you. It's waiting for you to communicate. This person is waiting for I really want to say it's this person is waiting for you for how the relationship dynamic will um will happen. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords, there is this there's some kind of tie or some type of connection, and they might be more open to releasing that tie. I just want you to be aware of that. But basically, right now they're just studying you. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. The Ace of Swords can represent some victory, or it can also represent some anger to trying to get some victory, and it can also represent some clarity. So I think that's what I'm gonna say. I think for the bottom or overall negative energy, we do have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups can represent someone who's not willing to open up, who's very manipulative. I can't say that word, but they're aware of their emotions and they know how to use it for their advantage. I don't know if this is the relationship in general or this or some person, but I know that something's going on beneath the surface. But they are keeping a watchful eye above the surface. So there's some deep emotions going on. I just want to let you know. But I think that's it, to be honest. So they're basically just to I want to say there were some feelings because we do have the we do have what's it called? We did have the King of Cups, but then we had swords and pentacles, and swords and pentacles are not emotion. They're not emotional like the water cards or the fire cards. I don't feel like it's when it comes to like something romantic. I don't feel like it's romantic at this time. There probably were some deep feelings, but just I don't feel like it's romantic at this time. And yes, you can ask another question, but I will first have to get with the other people. Oh, sorry. Meditation. Yes, yes. Sorry. You can ask another question. Yeah. Welcome, Shem. Hello. All right. So let's get to it. We go to Canada next year as a student. So yes, no possible outcome. Let's see. I do want to remind you guys that I am offering private readings, which they go a little bit more into detail. Just want to let you know it's on my Instagram. But other than that, I will get back into this reading. So let's see. Meditation. You go kind of next year as a student. Ooh, we have the five hazards, which can represent poverty. It's a warning sign. Okay, it's just a warning sign. Um, so for yes, ooh, we have two cards. So for yes, we have the Four of Wands and then the Seven of Wands. So for yes, I don't usually pick out like two cards, but for you, two cards I wanted to come up. So it could be a celebration, but then it can also represent someone not being someone who you don't like being invited. This is just something that I want to read and tell you. For no, we have the world, and the world can represent um, the world can represent it can represent travel. That's what I'm hearing. It can also represent staying in your own world. Um, and it makes sense with the no because the world is burning. I mean, if you look at us now, um, the world is kind of burning. But let's see. Huh. So the Fool is pointing towards yes, and you did get two cards for yes. So I really want to feel it's a yes. Um, of course, the future is subject to change. Um, so there's some celebration, and there will be um, some defensiveness that is going to happen for your yes card, but it's a good card. The only thing that I see as a problem is the Five of Pentacles, which can represent poverty. So just be aware of that. Awesome. All right. Week, 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 week. I don't know why I'm saying that weird. Weekends. What is coming up for you in general? Let's see. What's coming up for you in general? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bottom card. Ooh, we got the Ace of Hazards. So for you, victims, we got the Ten of Swords endings. We have Five of Wands confrontation, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Um, um, this the King of Pentacles is the bestest man. Um, so for you, I really want to say there's some confrontation going on. I don't know if you have a business or you're in your job or something like that related. I feel like there is some kind of confrontation that you're having with someone, or there might be something going on, and I feel like this is a warning to tell you to find something new, or find some way to like end that confrontation. The Ten of Swords, it's a gruesome card. Like, I mean, there is no coming back from that. Um, you don't have a job. Okay, well, Ten of Swords can represent something ending. I just want you to be aware. Um, Five of Wands can represent having to confront. And then the King of Pentacles can represent someone who's reliable, who's dependable, but I feel like there's some confrontation going on. I don't know what it is, but basically there is some confrontation. Um, the bottom card I do want to tell you is that we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles as the bottom card can represent something that's hidden, something that's it's like it's almost like crystal that hasn't been dug yet. I just want to let you know that um, there's an opportunity that it's not being taken. It's not being taken. That it's basically being taken for granted. It's what I'm feeling. Confirmation or competition. It could be possibly competition, but ugh, it's confrontation. Confrontation. Yeah. I think that's it that I'm getting, to be honest. I'm not really getting anything else. Welcome. Yes, you can. So I am gonna pull one card for you. Um, I just feel drawn to, but let's see. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you we do have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent someone who is very stubborn, who does not want to listen to other people's opinions. We do have three people um, giving him advice, but it's kind of like he's not willing to work for it. I feel like he's very reserved, which kind of makes sense. Um, I think for you, we pulled the Hermit card. So, um, yeah, I feel, honestly, I feel like it's, if he does try to make it work, it's going to be out of his own terms instead of trying to listen to other people. For you, we do have the Ten of Cups, and like although it is the bottom card and it's in the most shadow, it's in the shadows, in the shadow form. I feel like for you, I think a happy ending, a good outcome for you is going to happen, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. We do have this destruction going on, this turbulent, whatever it is happening. But I feel for you later on in the future, this Ten of Cups, you will find your own happiness. You will find something that really makes you appreciate life. But it's not going to be for a while. And I do feel like there is some kind of like destruction that's going to happen first. Um, but yeah. I really try to connect with you guys, your higher selves, and try to communicate with that. Um, I am still kind of learning though. Welcome. Hello. Just leave a comment down below, and I will get to it. Okay. Will you and A reconcile in 2 years? Okay, so Evie, let's see. Yes, no, possible outcome. You guys reconcile in 2 years. Ooh. All right, Ebby, for you, yeah, just Benji, just leave your question down, and I will get to it. All right, Ebby, for you, for the yes, we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is someone who's very, who's manipulative. They like to trick people, or they like to. I'm hearing gaslight. If it comes to a yes, for no, we do have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands can represent victory. It can represent this person. Well, it's not just this person, but it can represent the best outcome that can come from a no is that you guys have your own victory. And then we have the Six of Swords. I feel that it goes from a 7 to a 6. Um, as far as like to reconcile in 2 years, I feel like it's better to go with a no. Um, I feel like if there's going to be some major um, manipulation going on, and that is not healthy. Um, with the Six of Swords, it's like clearing away the past. Like you don't need the Seven of Swords energy. I feel like if you guys, if you really want to reconcile, it's going to be more negative. But I prefer the Six of Wands for a no because it is an actual victory, and especially since for you guys, Ebby, for you guys, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is closing off any connections, anything from the past. It's closing off anything that's very um, that's dangerous. Um, but basically, I feel like leave the past for the past. Don't reconcile. But it's totally up to you. You get to decide what you guys want to do. Um, but favorably, I want to say it's a no. All right, Adriana, how does Chris, a Libra, feel about you currently? Currently his birthday today. Libra season. Yes. Okay. Let's see. One, two, three. Right off the bat, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups can kind of represent some neglecting of emotions. That's the shadow card. So let's see. Let's see how this person feels about you. How does Chris feel about you? We have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands can represent some tired energy. Or there is some kind of stagnant energy going on. I don't know what it's about. We have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can. This is actually a Libra card and can represent indecision. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Ooh. So there's two emotions I want to tell you, and this person is trying to struggle to go to one side or the other. I feel like this person, on one hand, they might have either too much going on. There's some type of passion that's like there's just too much energy. And it's feeling overwhelmed. And on the other hand, though, there is this kind of like luxury and this kind of happiness, and connection that's going on within them. So the way that they feel for you, it's I want to say they can go from one side to the other. So they could feel drained. They could feel like they need to put up their boundaries, or they could feel like Chris might feel like they need a break. That's what I'm hearing. But on the other, he enjoys the company. He enjoys the happy connections that you guys have. I don't know if you could see it, but see, it's like a really blissful moment. But I think for him, he goes through two periods of feelings: tired and then enjoying the company. Um, I do want to say with the Four of Cups as the bottom card, it's like a lack of listening to emotions, a lack of interest is going on. Um, but that's like at the bottom. That's like the shadow part. Um, I do feel like for you, he does have two emotions going on with you. Um, I don't know if it's because some of the things you do cause him to feel tired, um, but I feel like the best action that you should take It's just to sit and listen sometimes as the bottom card. Yeah, sit and listen. Listen to his feelings, listen to his emotions. So that's a really strong energy. That's basically it, Adriana. Still a good. It's still a good reading. I think it's like something that you need to be aware of. So he has two sides for how he feels about you. Um, Benji. Welcome, Adriana. Benji. Let's see. Benji, were you right for distancing yourself from a friend who was always negative? Let's see. I'm gonna do yes, no. And although like I usually say an outcome, I wanna say the reason why. Okay. So right off the bat, we have the Page of Pentacles as the bottom card, which can represent sticking to one place for too long. Or, I mean, yeah. I'm going to go into detail with that later. So for yes, we have the High Priestess. High Priestess is trusting your own intuition, trusting your own guidance, and listening to what you have to feel. And I kind of feel like the High Priestess for you is kind of like you knew what you had to do. Like although this is emotional, it can present itself as emotional. I don't feel like emotions overwhelmed you. Um, with the star for no. So this is quite interesting. We have two major arcana. So for no, the star, as far as like making the right decision, I think there's still some hope. There's still some possibility to heal and um, achieve um, some type of like proper connection. But I feel like this person has to go through their own journey because the star doesn't come easily. Like they have to do their own healing. Um, what the fuck? We have the Four of Cups. Look at this. Just look at this. Yeah, this is so hilarious, dude. Oh. This is like this for me is a therapy card. I mean, I feel like this is you. This is the person, and you're just like this is boredom. This is boredom. This is straight up boredom. I feel like you did the right choice. I feel like you did the right choice. I feel like they have to deal with their own shit first, which is why. I mean, the Page of Pentacles. I feel like for this person, I feel like they have to do their own work. They have to pay their own interest. So you did the right decision, but I do still feel like the connection can be salvageable, but it's not until they do their own healing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like their own personal journey is gonna take a while before they even unchain themselves from this post. But basically, you did the right decision, and I feel like your instincts just naturally like give you the right direction or intuition. Sorry. But I think that's it. All right. So Naya, let's see. Benji, I'm not gonna lie, that was just hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm gonna think about that later on. Um, but Anaya, a general reading for you. Let's see. General reading for you. Anaya. All right. So Anaya. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right here. All right. So we have the three of hazards, which can represent cooperation. It can represent a group dynamic, you taking part of a group dynamic. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can represent someone who's very impulsive, likes to do their own actions, likes to be creative, pursues their own happiness. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. I did shuffle this deck, so I made sure that I didn't receive the same card. But basically, for you, when it comes to in general, I feel for you in general, I feel like this energy, especially with these two, I feel like there's I'm gonna just tell you what I see and the connections. This is someone who's free, who's not chained. And we see that over here. You know, this person who is standing in one spot is the same person that's also um, restricted. So I feel like for you in the general reading, I feel like you're gonna it's it's gonna be like you're going to send something out so that this person or this energy or whatever you're doing, it could be manifestation too. I'm not so sure what you do, but I feel like you're sending this thing out and you're looking for it to be returned for you. Um, and then we do have the three. I mean, just look at this. Three Pentacles. This kind of makes sense. Um, but I feel like for you, the bottom card is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel it's more financial related. Um, to you try to send something out or produce something, and then receive some kind of financial income. I want to say to build a better structure for your family. But that's basically what I'm getting. Um, and I am. Yes, it's financial. It looks good, to be honest. It looks like it's actually going to work. You're going to pull through. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's all that I'm getting. Let's see who's next. So you could just leave your questions down below, and I will get to it. I think we're going to go into a retrograde period, so be careful of that. Um, let's see. Buddy. Right, so I'm gonna pull one card for you. Naya, in regards for past relationships. Ooh. So for you, when it comes to past relationships, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there might be some kind of like in our sign, possible Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, or it could just represent putting a stop or a halt to a project until a relation, a connection. Sorry, connection for the moment, for the time being. I feel like we do have some. The Nine of Swords can represent there's some worries or there's still some self critical thinking going on of a damage between the past, or just somewhere in the connection where it didn't go right. I feel like for right now, put a halt to it because it's not the right time. Um, and I just feel like the Nine of Swords will be emphasized a lot more. Um, but that's pretty much it. Welcome. Um, I might stay for like. I might stay till like 2, maybe 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below so I can answer them. 222 partnerships and relationships. Yes, you can. Just keep your question down below and I will answer it. Yes, just leave your question and I will answer it. Alright. Will A be faithful towards you? Just want to let you know, um, this person that you're referring to, A, will have their free will. They can do whatever they please, but I will just basically see um, possible outcome. Hello. Yes. No. Possible outcome. Yes. No. Possible outcome. All right. 7 tablets. All right. Read. For you, for yes, you have the High Priestess. High Priestess can represent intuitively knowing or connecting with this person. Or for yes, it's almost like there are no secrets. It's all revealed. You can sense things. Um, for loyalty, it's kind of a good card, or it can represent knowing if this person's loyal for you. I feel like if you intuitively know this person's gonna be loyal to you, trust that intuition. For no, we do have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can represent going in and out of relationships. It can also represent it's kind of like a tired emotion. So for loyalty, it's not really that good. It can indicate that this person might put up a lot of fight. But let's see. So we have the Three of Wands, and I feel like for you, when it comes to this person being loyal, I want to say it's a yes. I really want to say it's a yes. Because we have these three people, these these guys, I'm gonna just say the zombie guys, are pushing past the secrets, past the barriers, past this energy, and they really want to get um, into this hidden realm. So I feel like for you, yes, this person's loyal to you. Um, the bottom card is the Seven of Pentacles, and it is like being patient and being um, and watching the connection grow or studying the relationship. But it's more like a negative side. It's kind of like I've waited too long and I really want to step up the game. But that's basically what I see. When it comes towards being faithful towards you, yes, I do feel that this person is faithful towards you. Um, they also don't want any secrets um, to be in a relationship. It's what I'm getting. Um, but yeah, welcome. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. I'm just gonna get into towards you. You want to know what A C thinks of you and if they love you or hate you. All right, buddy. Let's see. If he thinks of you and if they love you or hate you. Okay. Love, hate, which one? All right. I put it in two piles: love, hate, and what they possibly feel. Ooh, we have death at the bottom card. Um, so for love, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is actually a really good card to get. Ace of Pentacles can represent someone who's willing to, put in a commitment, put in a journey, put in some state, some hi. But for you, buddy, it's basically it's a really good opportunity, and it can also represent fertility. I'm not gonna lie. Um, for no, we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords can represent um, as far as hate. The Six of Swords can be like they can easily like switch that hate into love, but they can also do the same with the hate. So they might have this kind of like hate and love switch on and off. But in all honesty, I feel like they love you more than they hate you. And if they do hate you, they don't even show it. But I feel like they're more interested in this. Or they're aware of it. We do have the death card that can represent some ending or some kind of like change happening or taking place. I feel like this is kind of like a too intense emotions, or it might be like there's like a lot of intensity underneath the surface going on, or there might be a change. So or a transformation of some sort. So just be careful of that. For one more card too for you. So yeah, so we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles can represent an exchange of energy. So whatever energy you give them, they'll reciprocate it back. So just want you to be aware of that. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. But yeah, just be careful of that. Well, not be careful, but be aware of that. But I think that's all that I see. They do like you. But they're not afraid to they're not afraid of showing any negative emotions. Is what I'm reading. that is it. And then we have Movie Life. What person likes about you? Ooh, that's not good. I mean, if you feel welcome, if you feel like leaving it, by all means, go for it. But trust your own intuition. Sun is going down. All right, so I'm gonna finish off Emily Life's reading. So let's see what the person likes about you. 1, 2, 3. All right, Emily Life. So Emily Life, for you, there is some this kind of like confrontation going on. I just want you to be aware of. Be careful of it. 5 of Swords can represent a battle of opinions. Is what I'm hearing. I'm not so sure. I will get to you and see. Right now, I'm just gonna finish off a movie. All right, a movie like Battle of Opinions is what I'm hearing. Like there is gonna be some battle of opinions. I don't know if it's like it's your opinion against his or what's going on, but you guys need to see a bigger picture. When it comes to the person that likes you. But that's just the bottom card. That's the shadow. We're gonna go into what this person likes about you. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. It's getting really dark. Nine of Pentacles can represent someone who's very who's an individual, has luxury, has the skills, has they're very stable and yeah, they're very stable. I'm gonna gather it all together. So just give me a second. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands can represent someone who's very. It's also again independent, but more of the way that you're seen is like you're someone who very passionate, who is very in tune with your body, and you're very confident within yourself, or you appear to be more confident within yourself. And then we have another queen, the Queen of Pentacles, and these two together make up the Nine of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very nurturing. They're very slow and they're very progressive, and they care about people. They care about the things that they're working on. They can be quite private. So the way that this person feels or likes about you is that you're very independent, especially with these two. Like you're very independent. You don't need no one. You are very financially stable by yourself. But they see you as not just like financially stable or very. You have this kind of like upper class feeling, or like We're the celebrity feeling. It's basically what I feel this person feels about you. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you blend these two characters together like nicely, and you just make it work. Um, so when it comes to like yeah, when it comes to how this person sees you, this person sees you as a very confident, very passionate, very nurturing, a very nurturing person. Um, and you basically don't need anyone. And I feel like that can be kind of like where the issue is coming from with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is like someone battling over control, someone battling over what they feel is right. And for you, you kind of come off as like so independent, but they don't want you to be so independent. They want to be involved in some way. Um, so sometimes it's like sometimes the fighting or the opinion, it's not really a fight, but it can get ugly if it can get ugly if there is no kind of like no kind of view of the bigger picture when it comes to the person that you that likes you. Um, so they like the independent nature, but sometimes that independent nature is like too controlling, and you need to kind of let that go so that person doesn't feel like they have to fight. They have to fight with words about it. But basically, it's a really good reading. This person sees you as a really strong person, um, an independent person. Um, but they see that independence is kind of like I don't say crutch a little bit too much because you can be solely independent on yourself. Um, so just a little warning about that. Be sure to look at the bigger picture. Be sure to look at the person and be aware of them. Other than that, this person has a really good view about you. But that is it in movie life. And Kita, yes, just leave your question and I will get to it. All right, buddy. You love him, but you can be toxic. Let's see, buddy. This is interesting. So we got two cards for you. Ooh. And Kita, yeah, just leave your question. So buddy, what it means for you, I don't feel like this is going to be like a sustainable relationship because we do have the Ten of Swords and we do have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, King of Cups can represent someone who needs to be in tune with their emotion, needs to be adjusted, needs to surround themselves with empathic abilities. And if this person doesn't have it, I don't see like this is going to work out. Ten of Swords can represent cutting off. It can represent a tragic ending, to be honest. It can represent like a need for a separation, and there's no coming back from that separation. Strangely enough, we do have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups can represent someone. This could be you, this could be them, but it's someone who's very intuitive, who knows their emotions, who likes to prioritize their own feelings over anyone else first. And I feel like that's going to be an issue. I don't know if this is for you or if this is the person to be aware of their own emotions and how they affect you. But yeah, that's what it means. I really don't feel like if this person, buddy, doesn't get a hold of their own emotions, I don't feel like it's gonna be. I don't feel like the relationship is gonna last. That's basically what I see. I could be completely wrong. The future can't change, so just want to let you know. And Kita, does Apisha? Hopefully, I'm saying this right. Let me just. Does Abhishek Shukla? Does Abhishek Shukla hate you? It's a really strong word. Yeah, just leave your question and I will get to it. Let's see. Yes, no, possible feelings. I feel like hate is like a strong word, but we'll see. Yes, no, possible feelings. All right, right off the bat, we have as the bottom card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent not listening, or not, or it can represent someone prioritizing themselves above all else. But that's a bottom card. That's a shadow. It's something to be aware of. For yes, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can represent someone who's very impulsive. So when it comes to yes, they might do it just because they experienced something bad, not really thinking about if they truly feel like it's a yes. This is more like of like I think it's a yes, rather than I feel like this is a yes. For no, we have the High Priestess. High Priestess, really good card to get. It can represent they know their own intuition or their higher selves know that it's a straight up no. It is a major arcana, so that is something to be aware of, which is a major part of their feelings for you. And then we have the Sun. Does this person hate you? That's so interesting. The Sun is pointing towards yes. As far as twin flames, I'm not so sure. But basically, ooh, this is complicated. Give me just a second to channel. All right, so what I'm getting is this person is quick to anger. I don't feel like it's a yes yet, but I feel like it's a no for the time being. I feel like they'll intuitively know it's a no. With the Sun card can be a really positive card to get. It can represent happiness and joy, but it's facing the yes card, so they might be impulsively at the moment. They might feel like it's a yes, but realistically, it's a no. This person doesn't hate you. But yeah, I think that's all that I need to say. So I really feel like it's a no. They might act that way, but it's a no. As far as see your twin flame, I'm not really so sure. I mean, you have to know that intuitively. But let's see. Moon stars. Will your ex come back? Right, moon star. Ooh, five of hazards. Codependency is the issue. Um, so moon stars. For you guys, we have the chariot. Chariot can represent a movement. It can represent moving on from past experience if he comes back. I mean, this is movement, so I kind of feel like it's a yes, possible yes. For no, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune. I don't like this reading, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you this straight up because although this person is moving on, I do feel like the road is leading back to a no. Um, so even if it happens, it's gonna go back to a no, and you are gonna feel like this kind of like period of delight. But then again, the wheel turns, and it can be a really negative impact on your life. For um, I want to tell you that this person has free will. First of all, they can choose to or choose not to. Um, but let's see the outcome. Ooh. And we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands can represent celebration. It can represent feeling a period of it can feel like things are actually uplifting at the time. Well, not at the time, but I feel like when it comes to the decision making, things are going to feel good. They're going to feel. I'm hearing a stable home, but to be honest, this is kind of this is kind of complicated. So let me pause the channel to see if your ex is going to come back. Yes, no. This is complicated because you have two major arcanas and they're both battling. I'm honestly going to tell you that if you are with this person, I feel like it's going to be a codependency. Um, if it goes with yes, if you go with yes, which is the chariot, I feel like it's going to go back to the start of the problem. And if it goes with no, I still feel like they're going to try to introduce themselves into your life. Um, I don't know. I just see a lot of codependency, especially with the five of pentacles. So just be aware of that. Let me pull one more card for you on what action you should take that's desirable for your outcome. Queen of the Queen. Knight of Swords can represent being critical, being too um, thinking too much of the relationship. Can represent facing facts and being um, staying true to um, previous past experiences. If things didn't work out, um, if things didn't work out the first time, ask yourself why they didn't work out. And if you decide to actually go for it with the relationship, I feel like you should be more aware of the signs that especially since he's like this he this is a sign. If you do decide to go back with this person and you start seeing signs, I think that's a red flag, and you should be aware of moving on. But that kind of looks like a complicated relationship that you guys have inside. So possibly yes, possible no. That's up to you to decide. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, Afshan, hello. Uh, Kiss. Let's see. Will you get your money soon? Yeah, it feels complicated. All right, Kiss. Let's see. Will you get your money soon? Ooh. All right, so right off the bat, welcome Moonstar. Actually, no, I don't feel like this is the right reading for you. Decision. I'm gonna shuffle again because I really didn't feel like that was the right reading for you. Yes. Ooh. All right. So this is quite interesting for you because Kiss, you got 222. I don't know what's going on, but 222. Search, look up at that at an angel number 222. Because I feel like for you, there's some kind of something going on with you in regards to your money. We have the Two of Hazards for yes. Two of Hazards can represent a change. It can represent trying to. It kind of makes me think of Taurus and the second house. Um, it's awesome. It's awesome that you got that. It can represent acquiring money or interchanging some type of money. As far as yes, possibly. We do have for no, we do have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can represent a stalemate. It can represent not making the right decisions when it comes to money or um, not acquiring what you desired. But I still feel like if you still um, don't get it, it's still going to be balanced in some way. We do have the six. We do have the Two of Cups, and that is just This is also complicated too. When it comes to money, because it goes from luxury to this. Let me try to channel and see if you will get your money. Um, so it's like sitting down, having a chat, and being like, "All right, so this is what I want. This is what I need, and this is what I'm gonna get." Um, no ifs, ands, or but. Um, but it's kind of like a respectful chat. Um, kiss. I really want to say it's a yes. I really want to say it's a yes, but I really don't know. I really don't know because it could go either way. Yes, no. But I feel like you need to have that conversation with the person that's dealing with your money. Um, we do have the tower card as the bottom card, and that is not really a good sign, but it's still a sign that things need to change. And let's say this shit is gonna be real. Like there's just gonna be some type of disruption. Um, yeah, it's definitely like asking. It's definitely like asking for your money back. Um, but yeah, that's all that I'm really seeing. Um, 2222. I just saw that. That was so weird as I finished your reading because 22. It's like those numbers. You gotta ask for it. All right, welcome, Kiss. Um, Cheyenne, how does your Capricorn feel about you? You're a Libra. All right. Yeah, just leave your question right now because I think I might close this reading soon. How does your Capricorn feel about you? You're a Libra. Um, so, Cheyenne, how does Capricorn feel about you? You're a Libra. One, two, three. All right. We have the Three of Cups as the bottom card, which can present some celebration. There's there's a need for celebration or a need for excitement or emotional favoritism. Just want you to be aware of that as the bottom card. So Cheyenne, let's see. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can represent someone who very mildly shows their interest or how they feel. Like they don't really, they're building their feelings. They're slowly approaching towards their feelings. We do have the Empress. The Empress can represent someone who is. I feel like this is you for some reason. I feel like you're in tune with your emotions and you're kind of slowly letting this person show their small uh, affection in some way. And then we do have the King of Cups. So I feel like eventually later on, maybe not right now, there's like these emotions that are gonna come through. But for right now, I feel like taking it slow. When this person takes it slow emotionally, I feel like there's more nurturing. And then eventually, this person will release all their little like feelings and everything around to be presented. You'll actually feel this energy of love radiating from this person. This person might not say it, but you feel it. Um, Yeah, with the Three of Cups, there's like some kind of like arrangements or something going on when it comes to celebrations. Will it give you something for your birthday? I'm not so sure. Um, when you walk past him. Well, when he walks past you. Um, give you something for your birthday. So will this couple give you something for your birthday? I'm not really gonna see what he'll give you or like specifically what, but I'll see like um what it comes in regards. If he gives you anything, what is it gonna be? I feel like if this person is gonna give you something, he's gonna give you something. He's gonna give you like a speech. Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny. Like I feel like this person is just gonna give you like a talk and sit down and he's gonna be like, okay, so this is basically the conversation that we're gonna have, and I don't know. I just feel like this energy, like this person's gonna give you a speech for some reason. It's kind of hilarious, but it's kind of nice too. Like it's basically what I'm feeling like this person might give you. Um, Probably. Yeah, we do have the Hierophant. I just want to let you know, Hierophant represents commitment. It could represent so this is a TV station, so it's kind of giving me some information. So yeah, but yeah, that's all that I see. Um, Read is A good for you and good to you. So I'm gonna see. Hello, welcome. Um, Say good for you and good to you. So I'm actually gonna combine those questions. Those questions. Is he good to you? And is he good for you? Yeah, just leave your question down below and I will get to it. Right. So right off the bat, yes, is he good to you? We have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can represent someone who's very he's trickery, you know. Is he good to you? Possibly, but he might be doing it out of his own stigma. Is what I'm getting. For Noah, we have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there's still some improvement that could be worked on, um, and for the combination, is he good? Is he good for you? Is he good to you? You have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can represent cutting off. I feel like there's still some much more work that could be done, but I feel like there is going to be a cutting off point where it's just like, okay, there's too much of this. Like, what? Should you stop hanging out with him? Probably. I mean, you get to decide. This is just tarot reading. Um, you get to do what you want to do. I'm just giving you some advice. Um, Maybe cut him off. If, to be honest, I don't feel like he's good. I don't feel like he's too good for you. I feel like he still needs to do some work with the Three of Pentacles. Um, but yeah, not really a good sign. We do have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is someone who does things by their own agenda and um, does not care about like emotions or anything deep. So they like to say superficial, and yeah. Um, but that's basically what I see. Um, basically, yeah, it's not really good for you. Um, but remember, this is just a tarot reading, and it is basically for entertainment purposes. Um, you're gonna have to be the best judge of your relation with him. Um, the lady, let's see, is the relationship you're in currently good for you and your partner? We'll see. Yes. Um, all right, lady. We do have the Queen of Cups as the bottom card, which shows the need to dive into. Well, there is kind of like a deep intensity to the emotion side. There could be, or there could be some superficial that needs to be dived into. But that's just the bottom card. Let's see the actual relationship. Is it good for you and your partner? For yes, we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can represent this kind of energy of like backing off and a little bit of confrontation, and it's kind of like under under the down low. There's some kind of aggression. For no, if it's um, good for you and your partner, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands can represent. We did have fire energy, um, which is interesting. But the King of Wands can represent someone who, for a no, it's like publicly, it's not a good image. Um, so I feel like if there's anything going on between you guys that's going personally, it will show out um, publicly. Um, ooh, and we do have the Devil. I don't feel like it's good, but then again, the Devil can represent some sexual attraction, and and it can represent some competition. It can represent some toxicity to be aware of. I do feel like you do need the water. You do need like a lot of like the water, the emotional side to be in a relationship to kind of maintain the let me channel so I could get a better reading and say it properly. If there's any issues in the relationship currently, handle them right there and then, because I feel like if you guys leave it, um, the energy of that discomfort or that kind of kind of of kind of competition energy is going to show out publicly. Um, is there anything else that I'm getting? Hmm. We do have the Justice card. Um, if the heart, or if the heart is being outweighed by the brain, I feel like it's not a good relationship. I feel like you need to think critically. I, for me, I don't feel like I should be the one that has to tell you like, oh, this relationship is good or not. I feel like that's for you to be the judge of it. If the heart is in the right place, and um, if the heart and mind aren't both equal, I feel like the relationship isn't good for either of you. I feel like maybe someone's prioritizing their feelings a little bit more, and the other one's prioritizing their mind a little bit more. Um, as far as if the relationship is currently good for you guys, um, I think basically that's on you guys to decide if your heart and mind are both linked. One can't be too emotional, and the other one can't be too critical. And then we have the King of Wands as a bottom card too. So just be careful of that. But I think that's it. Alright guys, I think I'm just gonna end the live. Um, I was just gonna say I was gonna end the live. I don't know if I'll be available tomorrow. I probably might not be because I feel like I'm gonna be busy. Um, Peanut butter, yeah. I'll pull one card for you, and then you'll be the very last one. All right. Actually, I decided to pull two just because I didn't want to leave with one card being negative. All right, so for you, peanut butter, we do have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups can represent sorrow. It can represent um disappointment. I feel like there's some disappointment gonna come up in the near future, but I feel like you're gonna be watched by your guardian angels. I can see it. I think you're gonna be watched and cared for. I think you should stay optimistic and still be yeah, be optimistic about your future because I feel like for you we do have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there is a new opportunity unraveling itself for you, but I feel like if you stay in this pessimistic mindset, I think you'll miss the opportunity of this new beginning. So be aware of that. So if you go through a period of sadness, stay optimistic. If something doesn't go your way, stay optimistic because I feel like there's something better for you. Um, we do have the King of Pentacles as the bottom card, so it can represent being stagnant, being you already are. That's awesome. Keep looking at that. But there is some kind of like stagnant energy to be aware of, and I feel like there's this great potential of you becoming this financial independent person um who has who will have good success or some type of like some type of business or I don't know work or something like that that deals with something that deals with money. Like you have this really good opportunity to become this person, but I feel like um if you stay in this kind of mindset of lack or disappointment, I feel like you're not really gonna reach business this business type of person, the one the person that you could possibly be. I do feel like it is going to take some time for this to come into fruition, but it's still you at your core. That's basically what I'm getting. Whew. All right, that is it. I am going to close my readings. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Welcome, peanut butter. But yeah, make sure that you guys have fun, take care, enjoy your life, and stay safe. Okay. All right. Bye.